everyone, today I'm sharing with you all the books I'm reading for December. So right now we are in the middle of 'Tis the Season-a-thon, which is a holiday readathon that I host. So I'm reading, which I've already put up my TBR and things like that, so I will not be sharing those books in this video, obviously. So the 'Tis the Season-a-thon is the first week of December, this entire week pretty much, and I already have books for that. So I'm going to share with you the books I'm reading after this readathon, which is a few. December is usually the time I usually do catch up. There's actually still more holiday books I want to read, which is very surprising because every year I feel like I can't ever find enough holiday reads, but this year like I was bursting at the seams with a whole bunch of them. So yeah, I'm going to share with you what books I'm reading for December after the 'Tis the Season-a-thon. So I want to read 6 books after this readathon, and I'm already reading 4 books for that readathon. So if I read all of them, it'll be 9, which is a lot for December. Do I think it's feasible? I never know, but here's the hoping. The first 3 are Christmas related that I wanted to share with you. First up is Wrapped Up in Christmas by Caitlin Duncan, and this cover is beautiful. I love it so much. So this is all I know. It's the most wonderful time of year, but not for Angie. Having lost her boyfriend, her job, and her apartment in the space of a week, Angie has no choice but to leave California and return to her family in New England. Determined not to let life weigh her down, Angie finds work at the local mall. And then she meets this handsome stranger named Nick, and then she's convinced her luck is about to change. But Nick has secrets of his own. As the first flakes of snow begin to fall, Angie can't help wonder if she'll ever find love. So it sounds like a classic Hallmark cute book. It's very, very short. It's like 250 pages. Perfect length for a holiday book in my opinion. I haven't heard anyone talk about this book, but it just sounds adorable. And even after this readathon, I'm reading so many Christmas books. I just want to read more because I do love holiday reads, and I'm always looking to recommend more holiday reads, hence why I'm gonna check this one out. Next up is one that I don't know if it's holiday-ish. The cover looks very holiday-ish, but I think it's mostly set in winter. It begins in winter and then it kind of spans throughout the entire year. This book came out in July, and it's very odd for the cover, as you're gonna see in a second, and that is Since We Last Spoke by Brenda Ruffner. Like I said, this came out in July and it's like a wintry cover. So this is a YA contemporary book, and Aggie and Max finally admit their feelings for each other last December. It felt like love was beautiful and endless until it wasn't. A fatal car accident involving their older siblings throws their lives into sudden chaos, and with the restraining order now in place between the two bitter households, Aggie and Max loves run cold. Being together again seems like a distant fantasy, even though they still share the same driveway. Still, Plum Lake is a small town, and staying apart can't last forever. Aggie and Max eventually reunite at a lake house party hosted by a mutual friend and break the ice after a year of silence. But just like they began to rebuild the relationship, the unthinkable happens when Aggie's sister Grace flees from home after their fire spirals into a fit of rage. This sounds like a very hard-hitting contemporary book about 2 characters that fall in love, and this fatal accident happens that kind of rips their family apart. As you can tell, they're neighbors, so they're very close to one another. They share the same driveway and everything. You just split, and I think it's going to take place during a year. So it starts in December when they finally admit their love to one another, and then this accident happens. They don't talk for a year, and then they reunite again the next year, and then even more things happen. So I haven't heard anyone talk about this book, and this book sounds 1000% up my alley. I love hard-hitting YA contemporaries, and this might be holiday-ish, it might be wintry. Either way, I want to read it and check it out. The first time I saw it in my library, I was just drawn to it. So I hope this is amazing. I always like to find that diamond in the rough, you know, book that nobody seems to talk about that I fall in love with, and I hope this one is it. And the last Christmassy book that I have is Together at Midnight by Jennifer Castle. This one came out last year and I never even heard about it, and then I just randomly found it online, and I'm so mad I missed it. So this one is about high school senior Kendall, who just returned home from a life-changing semester in Europe, and Max, who is drifting in a gap year before college, and they struggle with these questions. They witness a tragic accident in New York City. Racked from guilt, the two accept a dare to perform meaningful acts for strangers. The challenge pulls these 2 teens who have a history together from back home closer and closer as they explore the vibrant city with other people's stories and secrets. So basically, I think this takes place, it says, oh yeah, as the clock counts down to New Year's Eve, will they find themselves together at midnight? So maybe it's, you know, it starts in holiday, that it kind of ends in New Year's Eve, which is holiday-ish. It's basically about them doing random acts of kindness for people, which is amazing and so just well worth it. I don't know. I love meeting people. I love connecting with people. Yesterday, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I had like a 10-minute conversation with this cashier at Target that I always see, because she always sees me with my son, and I always ask her how her family's doing, and I just love connecting with people that I don't necessarily people would take the time out to connect with people. That's who I am. But I love the fact of doing random acts of kindness for strangers. I definitely need to get on board with that because I need to do that. But this just sounds like an amazing, heartfelt YA contemporary set in the holidays that, again, I've heard no one talk about, so who knows, maybe this will be another diamond in the rough book, and I'm hoping so. So next up, I have a book that's actually coming out this month that I want to read, and that is Would You Like to Meet by Rachel Winters. This is an adult chick lit book, I would say. Basically, we have Evie who has to convince her biggest client Ezra to write a romantic comedy screenplay, but he thinks that they're unrealistic, that they're not gonna happen, so it's her job to like kind of prove that rom-coms in real life are real and all that kind of stuff. I love rom-coms. It's my guilty pleasure movies always and forever, so this sounds adorable. I haven't heard a ton of people talk about this, but it sounds really, really cute. I think it's short-ish. It's like 350 pages. It's kind of lengthy, but either way, I'm hoping to really enjoy this. I just love reading chick lits every month of the year. I try to read some because they just make my heart so happy. And the last two books I would like to get to that I don't know if I will. These four I definitely am going to get to, but these two are books I've been meaning to read for a while and I just still haven't done it. So American Royals. I meant to read this last month and did not get around to it. Surprise, surprise, or not, because last month's TBR was, again, very ambitious, much like this month's. But this one, you guys know, it's about like this royal family, like if America had royals, and it follows a slew of characters, and it's like Gossip Girl set in a freaking palace, which I'm always there for. So I'm excited for it. I'm hoping to get to it this month. I don't know, because it is a very lengthy novel. It's 440 pages, which is lengthy for a YA novel, but I'm hoping. Last one I would like to get to is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I've been talking about this book for a while. I put it in my books of food and I recommend it, but I haven't read it, which feels so blasphemy. So I'm like, I need to read it and enjoy it, because I think I really will enjoy it. Basically, we follow a character, Imani, I believe. Yeah, and she wants to be a chef. She's also a teen mom, and she's struggling with that, and she's also struggling to fulfill her dream of being a chef, and she gets an opportunity to do so. Sounds amazing. I've heard really good things about it, and if you guys don't know already, I love books with food in them. I just do. They're a guilty pleasure through and through for me. So yeah, I'm gonna get to this. Hopefully I'll get to this, because I really would like to get to this before 2019 ends. Like, this is the last month of the year. I'm gonna have to do it. So there you have it. Those are the books I'm hoping to read for the last month of 2019. I can't believe next year will be 2020, which just baffles me. And as always, as everyone says, the year goes by so fast, and it always does. Like, I can't believe December's already here. I don't even think I'm gonna reach 100 books this year, which is the first time in a while I haven't done that, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Hopefully I can get close to it. That's all that matters. As long as I'm reading, I'm just happy with it. But yeah, also I hope you enjoy my really kind of not the best Christmas setup. I know that you're sad there's no tree in my background this year. I will be filming in front of it sometimes, but this is just my other Christmas layout. Hopefully you like it. Snowman's still here as always. Lights are still here. Snowflakes, that's beautiful, are still here. So hopefully you enjoyed. I would love to hear what you're reading for the last month of December. Are you trying to cram in all of your many Goodreads goals as possible, or are you just taking a chill reading month because of the holidays? I would love to hear. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.